King.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey! I was like, make sure you tell them it's a story, it's not necessarily jokes. What's up? Is that the chick in the Maserati? No. Yeah? Oh. Y'all were all thinking that. He looks rich, right? Yes, we're like big. So I recently moved here from LA. Yeah. I like it here, but a lot of people out here are like, why did you do that? And I'm like, I don't know, I guess because I like, you know, watching my friends on TV and in movies instead of actually hanging out with them. No, so the title of my story is that one time I was taking a shower and a body part came out of me. You being on your phone does not distract me at all, I just want you to know. It's not distracting me at all. You are on speaker too. He's like not even on regular. He's like, yo, so come on, just give me my mom. I'm a single mom. I got a babysitter. I barely know the dude. He's watching my kid. It's weird. Comedy Central's like, we're calling CPS. So this one time I was taking a shower and a body part came out of me. Dudes, it's gonna be hard for you to digest this, but just go with it. So, I came out here with my husband. We moved to Wayne, rich city, rich town. You guys know it. It sucks kinda. It's like, I don't know. I'm like, are you people born with blazers on? Like, it's just weird. 2 months later, my husband decided he wanted a divorce. Higher alimony in LA, child support, all those things. So me and my daughter are here in Philadelphia, and now I'm a single mom in Philadelphia. Now I'm a single mom in Philadelphia. Like I could sing the blues all of a sudden now. That's how bad he fucked my shit up. I was like, what? I can sing the blues? Woo! And I've been going through a lot, but I have to tell you, I feel so grateful for the gifts that he is giving me. And obviously the main gift he gave me is my daughter. She's 3.5, and thank you. She's a miracle child, okay? I like to start off telling people that she was born on 7/21/2013. July 21st is also the same birthday as Robin Williams and John Lovitz, which is cool. Both of whom I met both of them, and they were both amazing. Like Robin Williams was super nice. John Lovitz helped me write out a joke. It was like telling me to take out curse words and wanted to help me some more, probably because he's a little perverted and I looked pretty, but I just think it's cool she was born on that date. Anyways, I wasn't supposed to be able to have her. When I was in Texas, I was like 21. I married a guy who was a single kid because I was lonely, and I thought, oh, this will save my life if I save somebody else who's a single dad. I got pregnant and I miscarried. When I miscarried, they told me that my uterus is split into 2. I have a bicornuate uterus. Ladies, we all know that the uterus is 1, right? No dudes that are in the audience, it doesn't mean I have 2 vaginas, okay? It's not what it means. That's what friggin' witty, usually straight white male comics in LA would say, oh, you have 2 vaginas. It's just gross. It just means that my uterus is split into 2. And I found out, like, in the stirrups with my gynecologist and him being like, oh my God, this is fascinating. I'm like, what? And he's like, well, not only is it split into 2, but the wall is right down the middle. It's symmetrical. He's like, you go in, it's an intersection. You can go left or right. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Glad you think this is cool. He's like, can I bring the 2 other doctors in here to see this? And I'm like, what's one more person seeing my vagina at this point? You know what I mean? Because on top of that, I've been a whore before I went. When you're in your 20s, ladies, you know, you drink and you have lots of sex. Yep. Just accept it. Yep. You little whores here, it's fine. We all go through the whore stage. Anyways, but I could tell, like, my husband at the time was real uncomfortable with it. So anyways, he came and saw it. I lost the baby. And when he told me, he said, look, for you to have a baby, it's 40% chance of you being able to conceive, get pregnant, and carry full term. You have to go on bed rest. You have to get a cyclage where they stitch up your cervix. And that's it. It's very high risk. So I had the miscarriage and obviously left my husband and moved to Harlem, New York. Back when it was still Harlem, okay? Like before the gentrification, okay? When it was cool to be a white chick walking in Harlem knowing everybody, you know what I mean? Like, hey Tiff, what's up? Hey Tara, I love you too, let's go. I mean, it's not Harlem anymore. It's changing. Moved to Harlem, moved to LA, met Vincent Caruso. I probably shouldn't say anything, but met Vincent Caruso. We started dating. Warning signs, he had bad credit. Off and on, we're back on. And what had happened is his mother had died. She just went to the hospital one night and just died. Like she was throwing up and then she died. My aunt died a month later, and I realized that men and women handle grief differently. Like my aunt died and all I wanted to do was cry. His mom died, all he wanted to do was come in my mouth. So we just worked out a system where I would cry with my mouth open. Damn. Why did this happen? I don't know, just keep your mouth open. Between that and some very deep meditations where I was basically praying to get pregnant. It was weird. Like I was like looking at the brick wall of his studio being like, God, if I have to choose between comedy and being a mom, please, I want to have a baby so bad. I don't know what it was. I just really wanted to get pregnant. I went and did a show at the Ice House. Andy Dick followed me. We were in the green room and I'm thinking I might be pregnant. I'm talking to Andy Dick and we're talking about how all shitty dads reside in Texas. If you don't know, Andy Dick is adopted. His biological dad's in Texas. Anyway, so after this meditation, all this craziness, I find out I'm pregnant. So happy, right? Me, I'm happy. He's obviously Googling false positives. He knew I wasn't on the pill. He didn't, he knew what he was getting to. It's not like I trapped him, okay? I trapped myself. So anyways, I go through the pregnancy. It was terrifying, but I'm on bed rest. I refuse the cerclage. I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting my shit stitched up. I'm going to pray. I'm going to meditate. And during this time, it's really hard because him and I are having issues. The guy had cheated on me. I'm like, let me try to forgive him, whatever. I'm trying to make it work. I'm throwing lots of water at him. I don't know why water is like the choice. And I'm like, I hate you, psh, liar. I'm like I'm like 8 months pregnant and I'm like on bed rest in Glendale and I'm like trying to sneak out to do comedy. Like I went and did the Comedy Store super pregnant on Mother's Day. It was weird. You're bored by my story, thank you. Oh, she's just terrified about the cerclage thing. All right. So anyways, they end up inducing me and I have her on, all is well, okay? I started having, early contractions because you could see her on the left side of my body. It was crazy because she was in my left uterus. It was split into two, right, left, boom. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't breathe. I went into the hospital at one point because after I masturbated, I guess my orgasm caused me to have preterm contractions and shit. I already felt like a bad mom before I had her. I told the nurse, she's like, you can't do that. You're on bed rest. You can't masturbate. I'm like, okay. All right. So I have her, and it's amazing. It's like I had to push and push to get, to give a vaginal birth because now they always want you to have C-sections. It's high risk. Doctors want you in and out there. But I pushed her out. It was awesome. I had her. But I couldn't really walk the next day like all the other moms who'd had vaginal deliveries. I knew something was up. I was like, something's weird. I had to go back into the ER the night she came home because I had a really massive kidney infection. It was crazy because I went home and I was crying and he's like, oh, a lot of women get postpartum. I'm like, bitch, I don't have postpartum. I'm in pain. I'm like, I have chills. I got a fever. Something's wrong, Came back home. The first time we tried to have sex, it felt weird. He's like, oh, it's all in your head. Just get past the fear. I'm like, because I feel like ladies, we have to be practically dying on the side of the road for a man to believe something's wrong with us, right? Mm-hmm. It's always like, oh, you're crazy, it's in your head. Cut to me finally trapping him and him agreeing to marry me, planning our wedding for New Orleans. She's like, I think 5 months at this point, if even. I'm in the shower, and I'm just taking my shower, I'm good. I've been doing squats, I've been running, I pissed myself the first time I went running. I'm like, okay, it's gonna come along, it'll be all right, everything's great. And all of a sudden I look down and there's like a body part. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but if you guys know what a tampon is, right? Imagine that, but it's like a body part, okay? So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, Vince, get out of here. And he's like, he comes in, he's like, what? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And he's like, you can just tell by somebody's face. He's like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. I'm like, give me my phone now, motherfucker. Because in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna take a picture and send this to everybody I know to avoid going back to the hospital. Maybe I can find out what it is right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. One of my best friends had become a doctor. His name was Ferric Tamaliario. And he's like, I know. He's like, I don't think we should take a picture of it. And that's when I knew it was really bad. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this? I go to the ER with my daughter the next day. The nurse is like, okay, I think you tore something when she was born. You need to go back to the doctor that you delivered from. But I'm on Medi-Cal, okay? I'm an artist. So I can't just be like doing this and doing this. And he had moved offices. I'm like, he probably did it to get away from me. So I went to one doctor that told me, oh, it's a polyp. It's a growth that that developed from the time your daughter was born. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's been 5 months. There's no way. It was this big. It was this and that thick, okay? He's like, it's a polyp that developed, and if I try to take it out and I puncture your uterus, you could bleed to death and die. I was like, what the fuck? So I went and got another opinion with my original doctor. He was an Asian guy, and he's like, oh, this is not what we call an emergency. This is what we call a quality of life issue. I was like, motherfucker, I would like to see your dick break in half, and you tell me this is a quality of life issue. What the fuck? I said, take it out of me. He said, oh no, too bloody. I don't want to deal with it. Too bloody, too risky. You go somewhere else. Wouldn't fucking help me. So finally, I make my fiance at the time borrow money from his rich uncle, who is now burying me in legal papers, to get it removed. I get it removed. Thank God, right? I got it removed. Everything's fine. I'm not dying. It's not cancer. It's not a polyp. It's gone. I haven't had sex in forever, right? Because this shit's crazy. Because I realized what it was is he was pushing it up and down when we were trying to have sex. This thing, right? It hadn't made its way down until I started doing lunges and squats. Free birth control for all you ladies up in here. What? Tonight she's gonna be like, you better put a condom on. So anyways, I think that, okay, everything's great. I've had my daughter. This is over. I'm fine, you know. I go for a checkup and the doctor tells me, no. He's the Armenian guy. He's very soft-spoken. He's like, now make sure that you wait 9 weeks before you have intercourse. And I want to preface this by saying that my husband, or ex-husband now, is 6'6.5", okay? 6'6.5". So he's not packing in the back, he's packing in the front, is what I'm saying. He said, now make sure the first time you have sex, you're very careful, because if you imagine your vagina and where the stitches are, where we remove the tear, because what it was is my daughter tore that membrane that divides it into two. Do you guys get that? Did I make that clear? She tore that part of me when she came out. And it had just been there, and then it came out. And it was like, hello! Okay. He said, the stitches where he removed it, he said, imagine that your vagina is like the ceiling in your living room, and from the wall, like from the door to the middle of the ceiling, if there isn't enough structure, what will happen? It will collapse. I was like, are you trying to tell me if I have sex too hard, my vagina's gonna collapse? Like, what the fuck? But it didn't. It healed. I got to have sex again. Yeah. With him. No, not with you. Not with you. I meant with my husband at the time. With him. I haven't had sex in 9 months at this point, guys. Like, I'm like, so the thought of sex is like weird to me. But you know what it did is it put me into early menopause. So I found out that I can't have any more children, which is devastating for me because I'm like, how am I going to trap another man into being with me? If I can't get pregnant, this is crazy. And it's weird because you would think that after all of that, I wouldn't want another baby. I wouldn't want to go through pregnancy or to experience the miracle of life. But having my daughter and what I went through has made me a better comedian. I have real things to talk about, you know? She's a toddler, she throws tantrums, I make sure there's no white people around, I beat the shit out of her. You know what I mean? Like, she has really brought things full circle for me, and as much as I've gone through, I want to have another child. I think I'm going to try to adopt one day and get a little boy and name him Zeus, so I can have Zeus and Zara. Thank you. And he'll be like, Mommy, Zara said you love her more because she came out of your body. I'm like, just the fact that I could adopt you, knew I could always take you back and you didn't fuck on my body means I love you way, way more than her. So anyways, that's my story. That's my story. Thank you guys. Thanks for the comments and let me tell me.
One more more time for Tiffany King. Round of applause for all the comedians you saw tonight.